use to encourage, or some words we can use to encourage our children?
Okay, look. Oh.
You want to go first? You
Yeah, we'll go first. She called me out.
There we go.
You know, I just said that I like to tell them to keep trying. You've done a great job so far. And I don't know if you want to say your idea, because yours is better than mine. You should say it.
They're all wonderful ideas.
Right. Just, you know, with mine sometimes, well, I have grandkids that I pick up after school, and they have a habit of drawing me a picture for each month. Every month I don't know what it is. So to encourage them, I said, wow, this really looks good. That's a nice picture. I like the colors you use. Now, I know what I see, but you tell me what it's all about.
I like that.
Yeah, that's good. I like that too.
Yeah, because we do run to that when you get that picture, you're like,
What
ooh,
it is.
I like that.
But look at your dog. It was
The whole thing. They don't even want it.
Never tell them what it is.
I noticed that as you was talking, never just said, that's a house, or that's a nice house. I like that. Thank you, Mr. Bob. Did this group have something? Oh.
Yeah, well, we basically said, you kind of had the same response, like, we're proud of you, you're doing a good job. One that I was telling her I like to do, like, when my granddaughter gets involved and makes stuff or whatever, I praise her on her, wow, what a good job you did, and look what you made, and I start going deep into how'd you do this, you know? So, because my granddaughter's starting to talk, so I encourage her to talk more, you know, try to explain what she did and how she put them together. And like I said, they going deeper, you know, it's just like, oh, it's good, you know, like, makes her feel good because she's got to explain and how she did it, and Grandma's really proud of me, like I'm really taking the time out to go kind of deeper than just the top surface.
Right.
And that really makes an impact. Then she really wants to do more for me and show me, and then she wants me to sit down and while she's explaining what she's doing and stuff. So yeah, it's more in action, and I can see the confidence in her and the pride in her, just like her books. You know, that was another thing I said, I potty trained my granddaughter. Thank you, Lord, got her out of diapers. And the thing that she liked it the most was reading the books. I had the books in the bathroom. She knew when she went to the bathroom, she had a full style book that she could pick up. It was just sometimes getting her off the toilet when she's done. It's like, come on, somebody else got to use it. But she liked it, and she knew I would sit down, and she would like read to me. She'll tell me, then like some pictures, she'll say, the doggy goes, and she expects me to say ruff, ruff, and the kitty goes, you know, she's like the teacher and I'm the little kid, you know, and it's like the role playing and stuff like that. So to me, that's all encouragement. I take the time, you know, and I listen to her, you know, and I respond back, and we had that little dialect, a conversation. So.
And I don't know, when you first started off, Maria, and it's probably just normal to you, the excitement in your voice when you started to talk about some things that you say to her and how she was responding to them. I sense that excitement, and I'm not, your granddaughter is not even here, you know, or none of your kids is not even here for, you know, for them to even be a part of that, but you were still excited, you know. So I can imagine when they're around how you are, and that definitely helps out.
Oh, yes. You know, even in my older ones, you know, I call them young adults because they're in the 20s. But I get excited, you know, they're my kids, and that's what everything I'm doing is about. It's for not just my kids, but every opportunity to have a kid have a good life.
Right. Yeah, thank you.
Maria, I want to add a comment. What I heard you saying, you're teaching her to do public speaking. That was one of the things that we were afraid of growing up because we wasn't able to talk back to an adult or talk, period, in most cases. And so when speaking, she'll be confident enough to speak out in public and not be afraid.
Well, I want her to be able to do that, but I want to keep that line of communication. It's just not always me speaking and she responding. I want her to speak her mind, you know, and us to work together as a family to work through the problems that she might be having or whatever I might be doing that I know I'm doing. I want her to be able to tell me, my grandma, you know, you're hurting my feelings by doing this or whatever, you know. Sometimes we don't know as adults. We think we're doing the right, and we're honestly not doing what we're trying to tend to do.
Communication. That's what we always learn, and we never stop learning. So, but thank you for sharing.
That's what's wrong with this world.
What is that?
Not enough communication.
Yep. And Marie said something, I know that's kind of not the topic of the week or where I'm gonna take this really quick, but I just wanna touch it because she said it and then you just went right back to it, to communication. You want your child to be able to talk to you about just about anything and be comfortable enough. You know, whether good, bad, or ugly, because it could be a dangerous situation or something that they're going through that they're scared to talk to you about, and you can maybe help them get a solution. So you definitely want to keep those lines of communication open. That doesn't mean you're not going to discipline when they or critique or guide in the right direction, but you still want it to be where they're okay with coming and saying, I screwed up, and you're okay with saying, yes, you did, now let's fix it. You know,
Yeah, let's figure out ways of fixing it, you
so
know.
definitely we want that.
Not to go on top of it, but some parents, they just think you're talking back, but you're really not talking back. You're trying to like tell them and warn them, but sometimes they get like a little carried away.
You know what it depends on? It depends on how that parent was raised, so what they're used to, that's what they're used to. So sometimes you gotta kinda get them up to, well, not you necessarily, but with the teaching of these classes, they'll get you up to
Today.
the new
Okay, I'm gonna get back on the
generation
subject.
teaching.
Okay, I'm gonna get back on the subject. So she got off, my partner got off the subject. So, my idea is for a kid, first of all,
But we're doing encouraging words.
encourage it, but what I'm saying, let me get to it and I can break it down. So, encouraging, a kid gonna make mistakes, okay? First of all, you're gonna say, we're having a great day today, and if you think that this color is not the right color to choose, it's all right to do it, because sometimes they're gonna make mistakes, but even though when they make the mistake, you still gotta say, well, oh, you did a magnificent job, even though it might not look like it, but you have to have that puffed up, you gotta, oh yes, it's a magnificent today. And sometimes kids will pick up like, oh, well, she just said it, but see, even though you might outmind a kid, but you got some kids today, and well, I know my grandmama fake it, but I'm just gonna fake along with her. So I'm gonna do a little better, because I know when my eyes used to go out the line, I'm like, oh, didn't you see that sucker? We're doing suckers, we're not. Then I'm like, okay, that's a good thing, but when I go back in the bathroom, I'm like, oh no. But you can't let kids see the expression of your face.
Yeah.
You're gonna always have to just smile.
And
Even though it's hard.
too, so that's why you want them really,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they can't sense it. But
But when they
you
start
said so much,
drawing, then they got better. I'm like, oh. And she draws so good, I started hanging it up. But when first I'm like, but I didn't never crack up, let her thinking like, okay, I'm like in my mind like,
But you know,
what
Sherry,
is this?
you could discourage them from never wanting to do things like that.
right,
again.
that's why you gotta,
So no matter what, you did a great job.
yeah, you have to smile like Chuck E.
Yes.
Cheese. For all 45
That's
of your
why you
teeth.
were smiling so much.
So she used to say, is this right? And I was like, thou should not lie, but I lied, I lied.
How about this group?
I come around with the whole group saying
okay.
that the encouraging word, don't give up. Just keep going. You know, if you got like she said, you got to step back a minute and look at what you're doing. And mama help you if you need help. But just look at it and just keep at it. Don't give up. Just practice and practice.
Yeah.
Practice. And something like, that saying, practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
That's what you want. That's in your mind. It's got to be perfect. Then you just got to keep practicing.
Keep
And you
Never
gotta
give
count
up.
to 10.
Never give up. Just
Yep, that's Peg plus
Breathe.
Cat. We count 10 down to
And make
1.
an exercise before they start.
Or
Right.
Daniel's Tiger. They
Right.
count
If
their
you can
feet
put it
1,
up
2,
for
3.
till the
And by
next
the time you
come
come
back
back.
and do it, start all over and
Right.
keep doing it. And never give up on what you're doing. If this is what you want to make it really perfect, never give up on it. Never give up on it.
Because you gotta do it.
And I think we all agree that a lot of what we want to do is just continue to encourage our kids, say, praise them on things that they're doing when you notice them. And even when things are not what you think is perfect, we let them still be creative and have that blue sky, that green sky or whatever, and you just go in the bathroom, as Sherry said, and think that your kid is going to have issues because you think the sky is green, but we don't convey that to the children because in all, it's okay for them to have a green sky.
And then you come out and give them a little star for each day. And then you don't always have to give money, just give them another piece of paper so they can do it.
I just want everybody to know that Sherry has went through this class before. She's on another week's talking about the behavior charts that we learned about in here. We'll talk about that soon. No, Sherry, don't worry. Okay, let's do the next vignette, you guys.
Is frustrating or difficult because they are not naturally good at it. It is this persistence on the part of the child that results in gradually gaining more mastery and eventual competence. We have seen in the earlier vignette how the parents helped coach their children to feel more confident in their efforts. Now we will look at something called persistence coaching. This is when the parent coaches or comments on the child's focus, concentration or patience, and efforts to keep trying even though the activity is difficult. Let's watch how the mother uses persistence coaching with her daughter.
Estás haciendo muy finito, ¿verdad? You're making really fine, delicate little lines.
Eso sí quedó bien, ¿eh? Me gustó cómo quedó bien. Esto quedó derechito. ¿Ya ves que sí quedó bien Matías? ¿Ya ves que sí quedó bien? Mira.
It looks really good.
Sí.
Ma, you're so patient when you do your drawing. I like how you take your time.
Me gustó la cabeza de la calavera también.
You have a very good sense of detail too.
A ver.
So patient and delicate. Little fine, making those fine lines takes a lot of concentration.
Sí quedó bien.